da 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 da. I'm gonna just turn off Discord. Discord does not need to be sucking up my resources. Never. Engage with your audience. Oh, that's something I've already looked up at. YouTube, please stop trying to promote things I already know about. Please, please, YouTube, please stop ruining my day. Please, please, please. All right, well, we're streaming now. Hello, everyone. This is Wolf397. That's like a, imagine like a jump cut of just like a bunch of cool, awesome, epic shots of me. But hello, it's me, Wolf397, and today we are going to be streaming because unfortunately I could not finish the anniversary video in time like I talked about during the last Pikmin stream. So instead we're gonna just be streaming and just chilling out. I will, of course, like always, talk about the history of the channel and where, you know, going forward, what will Wolf397 be in 2026? I probably won't go too in depth since I would like for the video that I'm making to talk about that. But who knows, maybe I'll just slip and just say everything. But hi, dumb user. Hi, Rick. How are you? I mean, Eric, not Rick. I just read the Rick in your name, Eric. But hey, Eric, how's it going? Happy birthday. Thank you, Star Killer. It's not my birthday, it's my channel's birthday. Although my birthday is coming up very soon, next month. Hi, Exhausted. Homework again. Damn. Oh, I mean, it's the weekend. Can't you just, like, take a break, dude? Just, you know, you just put the homework to the side and, you know, maybe eventually, maybe you could get to it. But for now, you should have a chance to just be able to chillax and enjoy your favorite streamer. Yes, happy birthday to this channel in particular. 19 years, almost 20 years. We're almost like 2 decades in, and like it's insane to think about. God, where has the time gone? I'm so happy this channel escaped your womb on this day, Wolf. Congratulations. My womb, as well as, you know, YouTube had to play a part in this. Without them, this would not be possible. So, you know, I may be the mother, but YouTube is the daddy in this case. I can't do that. I have an essay. Yeah, well, here's what you could do. Here's what you could do. You can put the essay aside and just hang out with me. That's all you need to do. It's that easy. It's that simple. Doing Night Rain right now. Ooh, Night Rain. That sounds fun. Have they updated it like recently? Have they put like any DLC or whatever into the game, or is it still the same old game that it's been since it came out? I personally don't really have any like interest in playing Night Rain because you know, well, I still have to play like a ton of other Dark Souls games or Souls like games before I even get anywhere close to Night Rain. But even if I did get the chance to play Night Rain, I don't think I would. But sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. I'm hoping that you're enjoying it right now. Playing Rivals right now. Ooh, we got a few gamers up in here right now. Gamers. We're all coming in, including, wow, Dorky Denny. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I know you weren't able to hang out the last stream that you were here, but I'm glad that you're here for now. I'm pretty sure you're busy right now, you know, as we all are. I mean, Exhausted currently has a essay on their hands right now. Drawing for homework. Noise. Gamer. That's right, Short Fuse. That is the key word here. Gaming and gaming accessories. And you know what? You know, well, these past few streams that I've done, like gaming streams, I'm not gonna lie, I really kind of miss doing that. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it quite a lot, and I feel like going forward in 2026, I would like to try and do a lot more gaming streams, because I know last year they were definitely few and far in between. I think I only did, like, I could probably count them on my hands. And, you know, if I'm gonna be like not having like 4 videos a week, I feel like having a stream like every week could be nice, or multiple streams. I don't know, especially since, you know, it's it definitely doesn't require that much effort compared to making a video. So it could be like a good like holdover for those who are waiting for video stuff to come out. I don't know, but I would like to do more. You know, just pushing all that to the side. I would like to do more gaming streams this year because man, I really did enjoy playing Pikmin. I enjoyed playing Pikmin. I enjoyed playing Super Off-Road. I know I had a few games that I wanted to do. I would like to play Super Mario Bros. Remastered, which is like it's like a remake, a fan remake of the first Super Mario Bros. Game. That would be a lot of fun. I also thought about playing Mario Kart 64, not the original version, but the one, the PC port for that. That could be a lot of fun, especially with the HD texture packs. That could look really good. It looks, and that was one of the few games that I like checked out, like with. So recently not recently, last month I decided to buy a new monitor. It's 4K OLED with a high refresh rate, and Mario Kart was one of the games that I was really interested to try out because it has a unlimited frame rate, and it looked beautiful. 4K textures and like 144 hertz. Oh, it was beautiful. It was glorious. It was incredible. I did not think that, because that's like an N64 game, and you know, even with like the HD texture pack, it's really, really dated looking, but like at the high frame rate that it was playing at, it just, oh god, almost life-changing. And that's like what I personally picture back then. That's probably what I thought that game looked like when I was a child. I'm playing Gran Turismo GTA 5, because the A was separated from the GT, so I thought you said Gran Turismo. You're playing GTA 5 right now on the Xbox 360. Ooh, Xbox 360 version. Damn, you're going back, CJ. Why the Xbox 360 version? You just wanted to check it out, you know, for nostalgia purposes, or, you know, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Whatever the case of why you're checking it out, I still think that's a nice nostalgia. Because god, that game's gonna be 13 years old this year in September. The original versions of GTA 5 are gonna be 13, literally turning into teenagers this year. My god, my lord, why can't time slow down a bit more? I can't handle this. I can't handle feeling this old. And I'm not even that old. I'm like 2. I'm 2 years old. That's not bad. That's not that old. I'm adjusting my chair so that way I'm not like deep throating the microphone. It's like right up in my face. And now it's a little bit further away. I think that looks a lot better. It looks much, much better. Yeah. Looks a lot better. Sounds a lot better. Neat. Yeah. Because I'm definitely not the throat goat, and I'm not going to be trying to pretend that I am. Yeah. I'm going to take a big swig of my Baja Blast really quick. Yeah, we're not really doing that much to celebrate. Sorry to say. But I feel like since, you know, there's nothing else to do, why not hang out and stuff? 360 plays 4 also, the PS3 doesn't. Wait, what do you mean plays 4? Like Grand Theft Auto 4? Because the PS3 has Grand Theft Auto 4, if that's what you're implying. I'm pretty sure it does. I do remember playing it on PS3 back in the day. If not, if I was hallucinating or something, congrats. Thank you, Yellow. Thank you so much. I know. 19 years. 19 years, and next year it's gonna be 20. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for that. I guess I'm gonna have to sit down in like a dark room with like a lamp swinging slowly over me, just thinking about how I'll celebrate 2 decades of this channel. Whatever I come up with, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, like, you know, do it justice. If anyone has any ideas for what I should do for 20 years of YouTube. Let me know, because honestly, I'm at a loss. Like I said, I don't think anything could live up to that. Just that time dedication, you know? Yeah? Yeah, what? Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. I have normal latency on. Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot to switch it to ultra low latency, so everyone's going to be hearing me like 5 seconds off or whatever. My bad. My bad. I guess this is going to be, well, I mean, what do I do with normal latency? What do I... Dude, I could have been, like, streaming this in, like, 4K. Imagine this stream in 4K. This, not like a video game stream. Oh, it's too late to change any of that now. But, or is it? Is it too late? Well, I'm not gonna even mess around with it. You're dumb? No, you're not dumb. You are not dumb, CJ. You don't gotta worry about nothing. You are smarter than you think. We are all smarter than we think. Honestly, I know I like to think that I'm dumb and stuff, but I'm pretty sure I got a noodle in there. A noodle that's larger than normal. We are all, you know, we have capabilities that are beyond our expectations. It's just sometimes we don't need to use those capabilities, you know? It's kind of like how like if a mom has like their child like stuck under a car, they could lift up the car with superhuman strength. We all have that potential. We just don't need to use it. And that's why I like to pretend that I'm dumb and act like I'm dumb, because it's fun. It's fun being dumb. You know, since it's like a very special day, maybe I should like order some food, have it delivered DoorDash. Kind of like back then. I remember, I think I did that for like a stream. I remember I like ordered like pizza or something. I ordered a round table pizza and I had it like sent to me through DoorDash. I don't remember what the occasion was, but it kicked ass, and I was just, was it for the Persona thing? The Persona video reaching like 1 million views or something? I don't know, but I remember doing that, and that was killer. There are no round table pizzas where I live, but I'm pretty sure I could think of something. Maybe I could get like, I don't know, Burger King or whatever. Oh, that's something I could talk about. So yesterday I went to, well, if you guys have me added on Instagram, it wouldn't really be too much of a surprise, but I went to Universal Studios yesterday. Universal Studios Hollywood. Over there in L.A., Los Angeles. I almost said Las Vegas. I was going to sound really stupid right then and there. But that was the first time that I went to Universal Studios, and probably, I think the last time I went was in 2015. So about 11 years, give or take, depending on when I went in 2015. But yeah, it's been quite a long time, and a lot has changed since then. At least from what I could remember. So much has changed, in fact. It almost feels like a different, like, theme park. There's, like, the Harry Potter stuff. There's the Harry Potter stuff. There's the Super Nintendo world, of course. And that was, you know, I'm just going to say it already. I think that was probably my favorite. Did you enjoy the Minions? Fuck no, I didn't enjoy no Minions at all. We did play around with the idea of potentially going into the Despicable Me ride. Because I went with my girlfriend. Ooh, what a surprise. But she was just telling me about that. I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds a little lame. Do you want to go? And they're just like, nah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we just didn't go. Like if she really wanted to go, I probably would have been down with it. Because like I said, I haven't been to Universal Studios in over 10 years. So I was just kind of trying to let her like take the reins, because she went there very recently last year. And yeah, but we went to pretty much every single, so for those who don't know, Universal Studios doesn't really have that many attractions. I was so surprised when I learned that we went to pretty much almost every single thing there. Like, the only things that we missed were like 3 things. So we went on the studio tour. That is the iconic thing that you guys have to, everyone has to do when they go to Universal Studios. The studio tour is like the go-to thing. You have to do it. We went there. We went to the Transformers ride. We went to the Simpsons ride. We went to the Mario Kart ride. We went to, that's already 4 right now. Then after that, well, not after that. So what else was there? There's 4 right there. I know we went to like 7 things, but 7 things and like, you know, missing 3, that's like 10 like rides or attractions. 10-ish attractions. Y'all went to Universal Studios. Thought you just took her to see the movie. No. We went to the theme park, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. We got there pretty early, like 10:30ish. I didn't know, but Universal Studios is open for like such a short time. They closed at 6 p.m. Friday night. 6 p.m. they closed that. And I was thinking this entire time, I'm just like, oh dear God, we're gonna leave at like midnight or something. And then the day before, I'm just like, I'm just curious, what time are they actually gonna close? And then yeah, that's the time that I was like presented with, and I was like, what? Because when I went to Disneyland in 2024, they were open until like I believe 10 or maybe midnight. I don't know, I don't remember. But yeah, 6. Well, dude. That's like the time that like I would be afraid of staying up past if I was like 5 years old. But for a theme park, that seems incredibly early. How's the Simpsons ride? I know they changed stuff there. I thought it was cute. I remember when I last went on the ride over 10 years ago, I didn't really care too much about it, but going on it yesterday, I thought it was adorable. I thought it was charming. It was kind of cringy, I'm not gonna lie. So I was well, it wasn't recent, but I watched this video, this Let's Play video, and like the hosts were talking about when they went to Universal Studios last year in 2025, and one of their sticking points was the Simpsons ride. And how like the line, the queue, is like one of the cringiest, most awkward queues ever, where it's like you just have like characters from the show just like talking and making like wisecrack remarks that are supposed to be funny but are not really funny. And yeah, that was absolutely 100% true. A lot of the stuff leading up to the actual ride was just I was just like, this is not really funny. I don't like this. But yeah, the ride itself was cool. I enjoyed it. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm older now, and I just, you know, I'm starting to get a little bit more sentimental. And back then I was just like a angry dumb young kid, and I was just like, this is lame, this is not cool, this is dumb. My family bought the huge donut. Dude, I saw that. That thing is huger in person. I know that's not a real word, but huger, I feel, describes that thing perfectly. That thing is gigantic. When I looked at it, and I was just like, oh my lord, it's like, it's almost as big as my head. It's large, and I think it was like maybe $15 or something, or at the very least 10. Which doesn't seem like that bad of a price for something like that. Like, that could probably feed like a family of like 4 or whatever. If y'all are just like picking at it like crows. I didn't buy it. I did consider getting the Duff sparkling water, which I thought was just like root beer, until I looked at like the label on the can, and it said like sparkling orange water, and I'm like, oh, no thank you. But something cool that I noticed was they actually serve like beer that's branded as Duff. I'm not a big fan of The Simpsons, but just like the theming of that area I thought was really adorable. Like seeing all the buildings and stuff. Like, I'm just like, I'm not a huge fan of the show. I watched a few episodes back then, but like that's enough for me to have like enough like knowledge and enough like nostalgia to appreciate what they did in that area. But yeah, they actually serve beer that is branded as Duff, and I thought that wasn't something they did, but I guess apparently Universal Studios sells like alcohol. I guess I was just operating off of like Disneyland logic where they don't do that. I think I might be wrong. Rich enough to afford one trip long time ago, I guess. Yeah, it's Universal Studios is, well, it was like $120 for the ticket, which I thought was, well, now I thought it was reasonable because I thought there was going to be a lot more, but like after yesterday, I feel like that might be a little too, maybe $100, but 120 was, yeah. For how short it, like the theme park is open for and how little like attractions there are, I think 120 is pushing it. 100, yeah, I think they could argue for that, and I might end up agreeing with them. But like we'd have the year-long pass thing, you know. Wait, you do? It's been 2 years since I've been there. I do also remember the times we could even eat at that burger joint. Burger joint? Are you talking about the Mel's burger joint? The one from American Graffiti? Damn, I really wish I had ultra low latency. This sucks. I'm sorry about that if it makes it difficult for us to communicate with each other. But it's not too expensive. I don't remember what the tickets were for Disneyland, because I know my mom wanted to buy us our tickets like as a, I think it was like an early Christmas gift or something, or yeah, I think it was. But I'm pretty sure those prices were like up there. But I heard that the year-long pass for Universal Studios is actually really reasonable. I think it's like $250 or like $300, which not bad, because I heard that the Disney one gets really, really expensive. Simpsons Burger Place. What is the burger place? Is that like just Moe's Tavern or whatever? Or something? Damn, I am not too I need to brush up on my Simpsonsology. I mean, I have been wanting to watch like the older seasons of The Simpsons, just because, you know, those are the seasons that everyone says are great, and of course those would be the ones that I have the most nostalgia for, because that's like, those are the ones that my family would watch, and I would just see them watching it on the screen. I'm like, that's lame. I want to watch like fucking, I don't know, Blue's Clues or something. Disney mid tickets are worse. I can imagine so. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like $200 or something. Which if they are, damn, I'm kind of glad that my mom got us our tickets. But I will say, I don't think I would agree with calling it Disney mid, because there is like a shit ton of stuff that there was like that you could do at Disneyland. Whereas like Universal, there's like 10. Meanwhile, over there in Disneyverse, there's like 1,000 things. There's like so many things that you could do, and it's open longer. You know, there's just, of course, you know, you got to deal with like wait times for like lines and stuff, and that's really bad. And also, it gets really packed there. Over there at Universal, it was pretty manageable. Like, there was a lot of people, surprisingly enough, because this was like this was the week that school started for people like kids and stuff, so we thought it would be, you know, more empty, and it kind of was at the beginning of the day, but you know, as it went on, there'd be more people, but it wasn't that bad. Did you see that ice cream place right next to the Transformers ride? Is it still there? Bro, that place was good. Ice cream place. I think I might know what you're talking about. I think it's is it called the Studio Cafe or something? Because we went in there. We went into the Studio Cafe. I don't know if it's exactly what you're talking about. But we went somewhere that's near the Transformers ride, called the Studio Cafe. They did have like ice cream and stuff. They had the Five Nights at Freddy's cupcake. They also had like pizzas and stuff. Okay, well, I'm talking about like pizzas and all that. So maybe it might not be an ice cream place no longer. But yeah, we went there to get some stuff, like a water and all that. Then we hung out. That's also where I took the picture of me drinking the Baja Blast. Which, speaking of which, I'll take a swig right about now. Also, Transformers ride. Funny history about that. In 2015, I neglected to go on the Transformers ride because I thought it was a roller coaster. Like, I thought it was like a big old actual real roller coaster, kind of like how the Mummy is, but like more like, you know, twisty, twirly, and all that. No, it's just it's just like Back to the Future almost, where it's like things are moving around and stuff. You're in a thing that's like going like woo, whoa, whoa, woo, wee. So yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed about that. About like 20-year-old me. I could have, because that ride, like, it wasn't as charming, I feel, as like the Simpsons ride, as well as another one that I'll talk about, but I still thought it was cool. And the one thing that I didn't really think was cool was that it was like a 3D ride, so I had to put on like glasses for it, and like because I already wear like prescription glasses, so having to have glasses on top of my glasses is just so annoying. And that's one of the things that kind of annoyed me about the Mario Kart ride. I thought that ride was going to be really cool, and I think what was most cool about it was just like technologically speaking, because like you have to put on like a VR headset almost, like, no, not VR, it's AR, because, you know, you could see through like the lenses and stuff. And you can see that there's like a heads-up display, and there's like things that are like you see like Mario, Luigi, Peach, etc. They're driving around, and you could like interact with them. You could like throw like shells at them, but you shouldn't be throwing shells at them. You have to throw them at like Bowser and his Koopalings and stuff while they're racing. And like you see these 3D models and stuff that are super duper like high quality, and they react to whenever you hit them and stuff. And I thought that was really, really cool. And like you aim by looking around, and I was like blown away. But like, I don't know, I just thought that was like a little underwhelming. But technology was awesome, seeing that implemented. I was just thinking, like, how did they do that? Like, how did those, like, you know, you're moving, because the ride is also moving too. It's like sort of quasi, like, you know, you're on a track and stuff, but of course you're going to be focusing more on like what's going on in your AR headset. But yeah, still pretty cool. But I feel like my favorite ride there had to have been the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey thing. Like, I thought that was really cool, and it's also kind of like how the Mario Kart one is, except you don't have like an AR headset on. It's just like there's screens, and there's also like practical stuff, like practical like props and sets and stuff, and like you're moving around. It's like, you know, you're going, I think you're like on a track, and you're just being tossed and turned and twirled all over the place. Sometimes you'd be looking at a screen, and then it would like seamlessly transition to like an actual like area that they decorated to look like a part of the movie or something. And I thought that was really, really cool. And sometimes like I wouldn't notice the transition until like it's happening. Like after it's happened, I'm like, what? No way. And yeah, it was a little disorienting though, because it's like you get on like this thing that's like, I don't know how to properly describe it, but it's like, you know, like how when you see like a roller coaster come up, the seats are going to be facing like left or right. The seats are like facing you when like the cart rolls up. So you get into the car and you're like facing sideways or something. And I've never seen anything quite like that before. But yeah, that was a little disorienting, a little weird. But yeah, I still thought that was like, you know, despite that, I thought it was my like favorite ride there, just because of how like seamless and stuff. Even though like it's a little cringy, because they have like the actors and stuff from the movie. It was Studio Scoop. So was it that I was talking about? Studio Scoop, the Studio Cafe. Did they like replace Studio Scoop with the cafe, or did I miss the cafe? I mean, did I miss the studio scoop thing? I don't really know. Like I said, I kind of just shut my brain off and I was just being led mostly on the places to go. But yeah. And also the first ride that we went on was another Harry Potter thing. I think it was called like the Flight of the Gryffindor, Flight of something, but it's the other Harry Potter ride that they have there, like actual like ride, and it's like a roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster, and the seats look like freaking grandma's seats. They look like something that my grandma would have had at her house. Like they're made out of like wood and stuff. It looks so silly, but that shit is like an actual, honest to goodness, like roller coaster. And I know that I've been on like Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, the Mummy ride, and those are like roller coasters, but this one actually felt like a roller coaster. So I feel like I could properly say that I went on a roller coaster for the first time ever with that Harry Potter ride, and it was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie, it was intense. Like the drop and like the turns, like man, that was like really harsh and stuff. But that ride was like only maybe at the most 15 seconds long. It was such a short ride, but thankfully the wait was even shorter. It was like it said 5 minutes, but I think we only like most of the time that was spent quote unquote waiting was just walking through the long ass empty like queue just to get to the front. The mummy one, crazy. I couldn't go to that one too much because my dad had back problems, so it was bad for him. Oh yeah, fair, because that one is like a quote unquote roller coaster, so it is a bit rough for people, and you know, probably would have been rough for me because when I wanted to go on the Mummy ride, I had just finished eating and I was like, I don't know if I should go. And also it was like later in the day, like I think it was like maybe around 5:20ish that we got done eating, so there probably wouldn't have been that much time for me to go on it. Also, I didn't go on the Jurassic World ride, which was one that I really wanted to go on it. I thought that ride was really cool, and I have a funny story. I don't think I've ever shared it before, but I shared it with my girlfriend yesterday. But back then, when I was really little, sorry, I'm getting a little notification. Okay, so back when I was a wee tiny wolf cub. Wolf 1, 2, 3, if you will. I was still learning my counting, but yeah, I was little, so I couldn't go on that ride, and even if I could, I wouldn't have wanted to go on it. But so me and my dad, because my dad doesn't like roller coasters, he doesn't like any of that scary nonsense, so we were just waiting by you know, for those who don't know about Jurassic Park the ride, it's like you go up, you're like in this thing, you're in water, and you're like riding past like dinosaurs and stuff, and some of them like squirt at you. It's like, it's kind of cool. But the big thing that everyone goes crazy for this ride is the large drop at the end of that ride, and it's like you're like at the very like high point, and then you just drop hella, and then you splash into the water, and there's like you know, that part is like open for everyone to see, so like, you know, there's like gates and stuff, there's a big old thing of water. People could just stand right there by the gates and just watch as the cart just splashes down, and of course it's really cool, you know, people get wet and stuff. So we were waiting right there, we were waiting for like you know, the rest of my family, like my mom, my brothers, to go through that ride. And when they finally, you know, came crashing down, me seeing that, like, I was so excited that like I just like threw my hat over into the water, and I don't know why the fuck I did that. Do not ask me why I did that, why my excitement would lead to doing something irrational as a tiny child. That is unexplainable. I can't explain. But yeah, I threw my hat, which my dad had just bought me that day. I think it was an ET hat. Yeah, I threw it right in there, And then I started crying because I lost my hat. And my dad started getting pissed at me because he just bought that hat that day. He was like, why the fuck did you throw it in the water? And yeah, so that's one of my what's it called, core memories of that ride, was when I threw my expensive ET hat that I got that day into the water because I got excited. But yeah, I didn't get to ride that ride, unfortunately. I was really kind of looking forward to it, but yeah. The mini roller coaster, yeah. I know they want to make a Fast and Furious coaster that goes all around the upper and lower lot of the park, I think. Oh yeah, I went there and I saw it, and apparently they were like testing it and stuff. Like my girlfriend was pointing out, she's like, that ride right there, that's the Fast and Furious one. And like it would just like fly through every now and then. So I think they're currently working on it. It did say on the sign it would be opening this year. So as much as I don't like Fast and Furious, I still think that it's an attraction, and we need more of that over there, because 10 attractions and only like maybe 3 of them being like good old-fashioned like roller coaster thingies is not enough. Still remember the older version of the Jurassic Park ride. Yeah, same. That's where my nostalgia lies. I think when I went over there, I don't know if it was already Jurassic World, because it was 2015, the last time I went. And I believe Jurassic World barely came out that year. So if they were working hard, maybe they could have rethemed it to coincide with that. But yeah, I remembered it solely as the Jurassic Park ride. And I still think of it as the Jurassic Park ride. You know, in my mind, whenever I think of like that ride, I don't think of it with that new name. And I can't remember how much, if anything, they changed outside of the name. If you guys remember, I don't know, let me know, I guess. Not the ET hat, what the hell? I know, I was a dumb little, I think, let's see, I'm trying to guess. Maybe I was like 4 or 5 years old or something. Maybe slightly older, but yeah, I don't know. Blame young me, blame Wolf123, as I called myself. That could have been so valuable in today's... It could have. It really could have. I don't know how valuable. Maybe it could have been like $50 or something for someone who's like really, really invested in like vintage ET hats from Universal Studios back then. But yeah, super dumb. So I was thinking about that when I was standing near the gate watching like people splash through on the Jurassic World ride yesterday. I was like, damn. Look at how far I've come. I'm not throwing my beanie into the water anymore, but I did think about it, about how funny it would be. It was just like, what if I just threw my beanie in there just for old time's sake? Old time's sake. But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, we ended up eating at, because I talked about eating, so I may as well talk about that now. But we ended up eating over there in Super Nintendo World at the Toadstool Cafe, which is, of course, as you can probably tell from the name, as well as where the restaurant was located, it's themed around Super Mario Bros. And yeah, there's like toads and stuff. There's like screens, which are supposed to act as like windows and stuff. And you just see like toads walking around outside of the restaurant. And also, you know, on some windows you could see into the quote-unquote restaurant. And you could see like toads like working on your food and stuff. And then, like, as you're eating and stuff and things are going on, sometimes Bowser will just come and freaking invade everything. I was kind of joking around and saying he's like the health inspector. And he'd just fly through and he'd check out what's going on in there. And I was like, dude, what if he goes in there and he sees, like I don't know, like someone's putting, like, a fry that they dropped on the floor back onto a plate. Be like, oh, health code violation! And then he starts shooting like freaking like bullet bills into the kitchen and chasing after the toads and stuff. That was really cute. I really liked the theming of that. I think it was adorable, just seeing like the toads just walking around carrying like dishes and like ingredients and stuff. It's so cute. And honestly, just like that whole area, it was I'm not gonna lie, I did get a little emotional, a little tiny. I did tear up a little bit because, you know, I was seeing like, you know, Mario and Luigi doing like their thing. They're taking pictures with people, and it's cool because like the costumes for that, like their mouths move and stuff, and sometimes they have like voice lines that they say, and I was like, oh my god, that's like, as a kid I could have never have foreseen this ever happening, like a Nintendo Land or something. Nintendo Land's a game, so I probably shouldn't say that, but like a Nintendo theme park ever happen. I could have never have imagined that happening, and just seeing that in person, I was like, fuck, this is honestly really cool. A little underwhelming, but really, really cool. The theming they got like spot on, and you know, I gotta give Universal their flowers. While it was a little disappointing just how little there is to do in there, the only attraction there is the Mario Kart ride. That's it. Outside of like a few other activities that you could do, that is it. But outside of that, I still thought it was cool to see like something that I played a lot when I was a kid, like in real life. If he's real for that. Yeah. I really want to see the Mario part so badly. It seems so fun. It really is fun. Just seeing like the pipes and stuff, seeing like Peach, Mario, Luigi, seeing like kids and stuff like hitting like the coin blocks to make the noise. And I think you could like use, there's like a wristband thing that you could use. I don't know what you do with it. I know that my girlfriend bought one, but like I don't understand. I don't understand any of it, but like, yeah, just everything, seeing it all is so surreal and so awesome. And I know that there's like better versions of the Super Nintendo world. Like I know she was telling me that Florida has like a bigger Super Nintendo world where they got like the Donkey Kong Country stuff, which I think is cool. You know, God, I would have liked to have seen that. I feel like a minecart ride for Donkey Kong would be killer, and I'm saying that, and I'm pretty sure that's what they got going over there. But over there, and I think maybe the Japanese version might be better, if not the same as Hollywood. But yeah, highly recommend if you're a fan, big and small, of like Nintendo stuff, to just, you know, check it out. To definitely prioritize looking into that if you haven't, you know, seen it yet at Universal Studios. If you're gonna be going, definitely make the effort. Wait, you could be cooking about like the Donkey Kong Country ride as like a minecart? I could be cooking, but I'm pretty sure that's something that they're already doing, if they haven't already done. But yeah, let's see, what else did over there at the Toadstool Cafe, you could like buy the plates that they have, like they bring the food for you on. So I ended up doing that. I bought like 2 sets, and they were like $20 each, and that's hella expensive because each set is only 3 plates. But honestly, 3 cool plates. We were talking about it because it's just like they're really, really subtle. They're made to look like they're wooden, and we just thought that was really cute. And I wanted merch, but I wanted practical merch. When it comes to getting like things and stuff, I do appreciate practical stuff a lot more than just like useless stuff. I say, even though I bought a shit ton of useless VTuber merch back in the early 2020s, but I think doing that and realizing just how much money I was spending on useless stuff kind of made me favor practical stuff. Now we need to make a Con amusement park themed sequel stream vid. Con amusement sequel stream? Wait, did I make a stream about that before? Hold on, Starkiller. You gotta enlighten me. What's going on here? Are there streams that I don't know about? Because I do remember making a stream for after we went to AX and after we went to the SMT concert, which fucking Persona concert next week, dude. You did it for SMT. Oh, okay. Well, we're just talking about it right now. We're going to get a Persona stream next week then. So if you're asking for a sequel stream, that's going to be happening next time, baby. I know, you're right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. All right. Well, expect that then, because, yeah, I'm excited for that. Dude, I remember when we got the tickets. It feels like 1,000 years since we got them, but man, that's already next week. I don't even feel like I'm ready. Literally next week, because I got the tickets for Saturday before they, got the before they did the whole adding an extra day to the concert for Friday. So wow, 7 days from now, 7 days I'll be going back to LA. Let me tell you about that. Okay, so when we left Universal Studios, we decided to spend some time in the car. We went back to the car that was in the parking structure. We went back there, but we decided to take the chance that we had right now to just rest, because we have horrible sleep schedules, and I definitely wanted her to sleep because she did a lot of driving. She did the driving because I don't have a car. But yeah, so she rested and I rested a little bit too, and then we ended up leaving like a few hours later, like around like 3-ish hours, and we left at like 10, and it took us about 4 hours to get back, because on the freeway that we were heading on to go back, there was 4 accidents, which just jumped, because usually heading back from where we were, it's like maybe an hour and a half, like 2 hours at the most. But yeah, it never takes that long. It never takes 4 or more hours to get back to home from LA to back home. God. And yeah, we were looking at it on the map and we could see like this long red line like on the road on the road back, and we're like, oh no, oh my god, oh dear. And looking at it wasn't even the worst part. Being in there was horrible. That was so agonizing. It was so long. It was stop and go until like maybe 30 minutes before we got out of the hellish landscape that was that traffic jam. Yeah, 4 accidents, one after the other. Definitely, yeah, that slowed that down immensely. We did finally see like the big major accident that we think might have been the reason why it slowed down. It was horrible. It was absolutely, it was like a semi truck that was just like melted. So totally understandable. We get why it took so long, but fuck, 4 hours. Average LA highway experience, either chaotic or pretty smooth, and for the most part it's pretty smooth for us, which is why it was so agonizing this time around, because generally it's not this bad. It's not, sometimes it does get bad, but it's never this bad. Never, as far as I could tell, as far as I remember. And I hope to God that doesn't happen again next week, because if it does, I might actually walk out into the highway and hope to God that someone's willing to go slightly faster than normal in this like stop and go traffic and just run me over. It won't happen because we're stuck in traffic, but I'll pray that someone manages to make it work. Something about a semi-truck accident like yesterday. Oh, I never got a chance to look it up. We were talking about like what it could have been, but yeah, we never did look into the whole news thing, because we got back home really late, like 2:30ish or something. So we went asleep almost immediately when we got back. So I'll have to look that up and see what truly happened, because like I said, it looked like it melted. That could have just been like it just got crushed and like the debris was like everywhere. It just got decimated. No, that's something else. So yeah, whatever the case, I hope that guy got out alive, because God, that would have been a brutal end to someone's life if they were stuck in that. But yeah, we're back here now. We're all good. We're Gucci. We're Gucci Mane right now, and let's think positively, like Maya, because next week, like we were talking about, is Persona, And also, I will be going to a convention as well next week, just because it happens to coincide around that same weekend of the Persona concert. So, yay, 2 thumbs up, yay. That it'll be a very exciting weekend. I won't say what con it is, but I will talk about it probably in the stream in the concert aftermath stream. Yeah. So, who else is going? Who else is going to the Persona concert? Huh? Tell me. Who wants to go? No guarantee we'll link up, but who wants to go? Who's going? I'm excited. I hope that there's going to be like some cool like announcements and stuff. There's going to be 3 times that they can announce something. I remember talking to one of my friends about like what they could potentially announce, and I'm like, dude, what if they had like 3 things that they announced? But I feel like that might be too much. I know that like it's the anniversary this year, but 3, well, it's like the 30th anniversary, so 30th, maybe they can make it work, but I don't know if there's really going to be that much in the pipeline for Persona as a series. Like, I would love for them to announce Persona 6. I don't think they will. I hope to be proven wrong though, but I'm just like, I don't know. I can't be optimistic about it. But I feel like what they definitely will talk about is Persona 4 Revival. They will most definitely drop some news about it. Maybe we might get a new trailer. I don't know. But they'll definitely say something about it. At the very least, they'll be like, yep, Persona 4 Revival is currently in development. Do you want to see some more footage of Yu Narukami running towards the camera in Unreal Engine? We're already getting some P5 game stuff, bro. What? No, what? Really? Wait, what game stuff? Oh, are you talking about fitness boxing? I don't even know if I'd really qualify that. Because it's like DLC, right? Or it's like a full standalone game. KH4 or Persona 6? It's like a rock and a hard place. Dude, you can't put me there. You can't make me choose between which one will get like a solid announcement first. I guess maybe Kingdom Hearts 4, because I mean Kingdom Hearts 4 has a lot more that we can look at. Persona 6 doesn't even, those words have not been uttered by a single Atlus employee. I can guarantee you that. All they really say is like the future of the Persona series, the future, like the next entry in the Persona series. Maybe that might be stretching it, honestly, but whenever they talk about Persona 6, that's all they refer to it as. I wish I could delete P4 Remake. What? Why? Persona 4 Remake is absolutely necessary now. I know I'm joking, but like I don't think there could be that much wrong to come from Persona 4 Revival. Like, of course, it is a little unneeded, but also, you know, with Persona 3 Reload out, I feel like, because they're going to definitely use Persona 3 Reload as a base. A lot of people are talking about, like, I really feel like it could come out this year. Because, like I said, they will use Reload as, like, a basis for Revival. So, you know, they have the engine, they have the gameplay mechanics, they most likely will skin everything for Revival. They got all that already. They got it all figured out. All they need to do is create, like, the character models, which I'm sure they already have done. Create the areas, which I'm sure they're getting through. Dialogue, voiceover stuff, music, sure they're working on that. They have to be working on that. But it might be, you know, oversimplifying it by saying it's just like a, you know, drag and drop, but it's almost like that. It's almost like that. Definitely oversimplifying it by saying it, but it's kind of close to that. So I personally think it could come out this year. I don't know why a lot of people are saying 2027, but like 2026, late 2026, I definitely see. And if not, then maybe early 2027. Knowing things, Wolf might actually be able to cancel since Square is in the no fucking way. Really? Dude, I totally should just cancel Kingdom Hearts 4 right now. Dude, who wants a Kingdom Hearts 1 gameplay stream tonight? I got it. I got my PS5 over there in the living room. Let me just bring it in. I think I got my Elgato here too. Or fuck it. What if I just buy it? What if I just buy the Kingdom Hearts collection right now on Steam? We could play it. We could do it. Guys, who wants to see the absolute power that I have in the palm of my hands? I wish I was joking. Oh. Jokes aside, that does sound scary. I do hope they don't cancel Kingdom Hearts 4. I feel so bad for Nomura. Really? Why? Did he get into like some hot water, or is it just because Square's got some bad stocks right now? This has nothing to do with anything, but I just felt the need to share my stupidity because I tried to two-tap a non-existent undo button on my paper. Of course, it may have had nothing to do with anything, but I do appreciate you sharing that with me because, not gonna lie, that is pretty lol-worthy and pretty silly-willy of you, Exhausted Amateur. You're quite the wacky person for doing that. Your undo button is already on, like, you got that on your pencil. You just gotta erase it away. Do it, or just buy Kingdom Hearts 2 right now. I don't know. I mean, I feel bad enough for canceling the mobile game. I don't think I should do that. Kingdom Hearts 4 is all that these fans have to look forward to. I shouldn't want to do that. If they cancel that, I'm pretty sure we might lose like maybe 2,000 people at the very most. I don't want to be like involved with that. As funny as it could potentially be seeing Kingdom Hearts 4 canceled, I do not want to ruin any lives. All his projects either get canned or taken away from him. Oh. Really? The only project that I could think of that got kind of canned was Versus 13. And was he a part of the mobile game at all? Maybe he was, considering it looked really close to like Kingdom Hearts gameplay. I don't know. I don't know too much about Kingdom Hearts, but I probably should get into it because you know, playing it last year was a lot of fun, very nostalgic. But I just want to play it on like my PC. But if worst comes to worst, I guess I could just play it on PS5. He was? Oh, okay. But have you considered it would be the funniest gaming moment ever? I have considered that. I have considered it, but I can't. I can't be evil. I can't do that. I have to use my power for good. If I play a Kingdom Hearts game, we lose the games. If I don't play it, then I guess we get more games, or it just continues to exist. All right. I mean, I know we were talking about it, but I was joking about like, dude, what if I played like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and then they canceled the third entry or something? Maybe it's just all Square Enix products that I could just like have that power over. Oh, that means I can play Dragon Quest XI then. Fuck. Oh god, if that were the case. I vouch for the funny as a Kingdom Hearts fan myself. Okay, if it does like hold over the entirety of Square Enix's catalog, that really does suck, because I want to play Dragon Quest XI. That looks like a fun game. Actually, oh god, I think we might be in the clear, because dude, I played Dragon Quest XI for a little bit when I had Ultimate Game Pass or whatever it's called. I played it like through cloud gaming. I played a little bit of it. And what I played was pretty cute. It was adorable, very charming. I'm not a big fan of like fantasy settings and stuff like that, but you know, I'd let it slide for something like Dragon Quest. It could prove me wrong. It's show me that it's a setting worth exploring. But yeah, I played that many years ago. So, oh god. But I'm just thinking about it now because they announced Dragon Quest 12 back then too. Oh god, what is the timeline? Did I play that before or after the announcement? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Did I cancel Dragon Quest 12? Oh fuck. Oh god, I'm actually getting I'm getting sweaty right now just thinking about that. Fuck. Oh god. For any Dragon Quest fans out here who happens to witness the announcement of 12 getting canceled, it's not my fault. That was past me. I didn't know anything about that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't play Dragon Guard, please, though. Fuck, but I bought Okay, can I at least play Nier Automata and maybe Nier Replicant, please? I bought Automata recently during like the sale last month. I don't know if I should call that recently. It feels recent though, but I bought it and I would like to play it eventually, but you know, Drakengard and Nier, they are related, but they're technically different series, right? Or no, should I try and search for a refund for Steam? Because if I can't play it, then yeah, that would suck to have wasted $12, but I don't know. Oh fuck, it's up in the air now. That makes it even scarier. Don't play Drakengard because we might lose Nier and Drakengard. Okay, what if just Nier then? What if just Nier? They're connected. Don't. Fuck! Alright. Steam is really cool. They're a bro. Maybe they could give me a refund for this like 30-day-old purchase that I have on my hands. Alright. We have reached an hour of the stream right now, so I know usually I tend to have these things for about an hour, and I do intend to do that as well because I would like to continue work on the anniversary video. I need to record the voiceover for that because I finished the script like 2 days ago or something, and of course yesterday I had to go to Universal Studios, so I couldn't do that voiceover stuff yesterday. So I'm gonna do that today. And probably start working on editing it. It's not going to be a very, very like complicated video, so expect it out next week. I know I was thinking about stuff recently and saying that I shouldn't announce like release windows, quote unquote, for videos, because I'm kind of having like a bit of a Scott the Woz like issue where he announces stuff to be coming out soon or sometime in the month or sometime next month or whatever. It never happens. Takes like a year or whatever to come out, so I shouldn't be following that example. I should just say I'm working on it, and that should be the extent of it, so that way people don't have expectations, and then I shatter them by saying, guys, I know you're gonna hate this, but I gotta delay a video, lol. You could maybe play Hollow Knight. Silksong is out, and we're getting DLC ready. I think you're safe. But here's the thing. What if I don't want to play Hollow Knight? Ooh. What if it looks lame to me? Ooh. Just kidding. It doesn't look lame, but I don't feel too inclined to play it. Nothing against the game. I'm sure it's amazing, but I just don't really feel like playing it. If you understand. I just don't really want to. But, like, I heard it's good. I heard it's good. So, you know, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. And also, if I do play it, there's that lingering, you know, possibility. So, I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for y'all, not for me. I'm a benevolent person, and you know, everything that I do is for everybody. But okay, so since we will be ending it soon, okay, what should we talk about? We should talk about the future. Like I said, I would like to do more game streams. Would like to do that. I talked about wanting to do Super Mario Bros. Remastered, Mario Kart 64 PC port. I would also like to play Resident Evil 1, the original. I talked about wanting to do that in the past few months. What else would be fun? I thought about playing Kyoyaku Megami Tensei 1. And I was actually testing out that game just to see if I lost my touch. And for the most part, I remember kind of how it works. So maybe we could play that. That could be like our next Megaten game. It could be awesome. Make a schedule. No schedules, no nothing. Unless you're talking about personally for myself, only myself. Maybe. But no, I'll just, you know, I'll just work on stuff until I finish it. But Start killing. I like how you have the little carrot thing that's pointing up to the. Oh, are you pointing to dumb users message? I don't know, but it's funny because it's pointing to a retracted message of yours. So I'm like, I can't read your message unless you're pointing at something else. But yeah, Kyoyaku. What else could be fun? Maybe Persona 1 PSP port. That could be a lot of fun. like the old school like Megaten games could be just wacky to play, I think. Especially because I did beat Persona 1 already, so it's not like, you know, I'll have to like experience it first time on stream. So I probably would be comfortable doing that. Maybe Kyoyaku too. I don't know. But, you know, that's going too far into the future. We'll figure it out. But more game streams. Let's see. Is there anything that you guys would want from this channel in 2026? Want from me at all? You know, I'll take any recommendations, I guess, into consideration. Yeah, I see now, Star Killer. I understand now. Yeah, I don't know if I should make a schedule, because as you guys have seen, I'm not good at following schedules. I'm not good at following these things that I set out for myself and, you know, tell to you guys publicly. So I should just be, you know, very loose with it and just be very vague with it and not throw out any, like, you know, hard dates, months, or anything. Play at least one horror game. Ooh, I would like to play Resident Evil 2 again. That's something I was thinking about yesterday, because I remember playing it like 2 years ago or something, and never finishing it. I think I got out of the police department, RPD. So I would like to actually fully beat that game. Maybe I could play Resident Evil 2, the original, on stream. That's a game that I need to personally beat myself, because I remember playing it quite a bit last year, because I bought it on GOG along with 1 and 3, the original versions of 1 and 3. So yeah, that could be fun too. That could be fun. Maybe Resident Evil Village, possibly. Maybe Resident Evil 4, maybe Resident Evil 3. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities, but I don't want to focus too much on streaming. That will be a addition. That'll be a fun little addition to the channel and its videos, because that's still what I want to focus on. But yeah, I definitely could add a lot more stuff to see here alongside those videos. Let's see. Maybe I shouldn't go too hard into talking about what will go on next year or this year, because like I said, I do talk about that in the anniversary video. But I guess talking about wanting to do more game streams makes sense, because this is a stream right now, so it, you know, topically it's, you know, makes sense. It's consistent with what's going on here. But yeah. With that said, I guess I'll just start winding down the stream. If there's anything that I missed, if there's anything you want me to address, questions, comments, concerns, please speak now or forever hold your peace. This was a fun, very chill, very nice anniversary today. It was fun. It was fun talking with y'all. I enjoy it. I really do enjoy streaming. I like it. I like being able to, you know, talk with people in real time. I like being able to show my lack of gaming skills for people in a live setting, like we saw with the Pikmin streams. God, I did so terribly. Looking back on it and watching it, because I wanted to see how, because I thought that I fucked up the stream, because I had HDR set up for my monitor. And I was like, ooh, God, that's going to look really washed out and bad. Like how it did with some of the Skate 3 streams back then that I did on my Series X, because I had HDR then. And I remember seeing those streams, looking back on them, like scrolling through the VOD. They were like really washed out. And I think the thing that saved it, because the stream looked perfectly fine, the thing that saved it was that I was not capturing the screen itself, which the screen is HDR. What I was capturing was just the game window, because right now my setup is I have a one monitor setup, because, you know, I don't have the space. I don't got none of that, so I have to have, like, you know, a window for the game. I also have to have an area for like the chat and the area for OBS. I have to have all that, so I can't have a full screen game as much as I'd like to. So that saved it, because the game does not output in HDR, which means that it looked pretty normal. And when I brought it up to you guys were like, what? It looks fine. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I looked kind of dumb, a little stupid. Yeah, saved. I guess next time if I ever do get like a 2-monitor setup, I'll just do the game window capture. Even if it is like full screen, it will just capture that, and I don't got to worry about it looking bad. And I can still have HDR. Now, screen recording, on the other hand, where I record the entire screen for like videos and stuff, definitely got to turn off HDR. That is something I have to make for certain. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's a very terrible place to end the stream. Let's see. All right, come on. Got to think of something. Think of something clever, wacky, fun. All right, let's think of something sentimental then. Thank you all for being here for this channel in 2025. A lot has happened for Wolf397 this past year. A lot. Honestly, genuinely, quite a bit. When I say that this year, 2025, this past year, was probably the most successful that I've ever been on YouTube, I genuinely mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm not lying. You know, we can look back at things like Silly Billy, the Persona 3 meme. Those did numbers. But, you know, even if they did, I still didn't really view it as success. You know, like, it spread things out. It spread out the, you know, the memes went out for everyone to see, but it wasn't entirely fulfilling for me. Whereas 2025 was the most fulfilling that this channel has ever felt for me. I felt like I actually explored things that I wanted to like talk about. I was able to share things that were of interest to me. I was able to, you know, bring attention to some things, like with the Rock Band Japan. Everyone forgot about that. Everyone, you know, and like totally, it just escaped everyone's minds. But I was able to bring attention to that. People thought that was interesting. People thought a lot of these videos were interesting, and sometimes I didn't think that they were, like with the physical PC games one, with the don't waste $80 go retro one. I thought those would bomb. I had the physical PC thing for members only for like ages, because I didn't know when to put it out, because I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll just put it out for an off week when I don't got anything. And when I put it out, it blew my mind, and it still is blowing my, that thing is still doing well. You know, not as well as it was when it came out, but I have to, that's one of the things that I have to work on in this upcoming year, this new year, 2026. I have to be more confident in what I make, because I found that interesting. Then, of course, someone else might have to find it interesting too, right? You know, there's so many people on this world. There's gotta be at least a few that share the same interests as me, share the same curiosity as me. Happy birthday, Wolf397. Thank you, Star Killer, Rock Band Iceberg. Hi, Wolf. I finally caught stream. Hey, Sharpentry, welcome. How are you doing? Hey, I know you. You're from that VTubers chat. How you doing? You're one of a kind type of tuber. Thank you, Stark. I really don't appreciate that. I do tackle that you know, that topic in my anniversary video about me being unique. There is a lot of nuance that I talk about in that, I feel. But I guess you might be right. I guess there is only just one me. Which VTuber? I don't want to say. I don't want to say just yet, but she's the one that's the vampire. With a lot of pink on her. You know what is her name? I do. I just don't want to, I don't want to say her name on stream. Quote unquote, dox her just yet. But I'm glad that you're here, dude. And unfortunately, you came here at a pretty bad time, because I'm going to start ending the stream right now. Because I got things to do. I still need to eat. I still need to work on some video stuff. But it's really good to see you. I hope you can make it for another stream, because I declared that I would like to do a lot more streaming this year, in addition to like my video stuff. So hopefully I could see you next time. Sound like that one guy from Smiling Face. Hey, this guy right here. Well, oh, I guess you're talking like the Mr. Frog guy. Hello. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. You haven't eaten, dude. I was so exhausted. I woke up at 3. Sorry, sneezing. I was so exhausted that I woke up at like 3 apparently, and I know that I have a really terrible sleep schedule, but I do believe that it was because of, like, you know, just everything that happened this past Friday. You're leaving already? I just got here. I know, I'm sorry, but we've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes already. So yeah, it's late. It's 7:43. I would like to, you know, to attempt to do all the other stuff that I set out for myself today. I gotta be productive. I also have to not starve to death. It's always happens. Someone comes at the tail end. It always happens. It always does. Or maybe they're hanging out for a little bit and they're just like, what if I say something wrong now to make the stream go on longer? Well, stream more. Well, lucky for you, dude. I said that I was gonna do just that this year. So you'll see me definitely very soon. Make sure you have your notifications on. Hopefully they work for you, because for some reason they don't for some people. But yeah, you'll definitely see me next time. Wolf397 will return in Avengers Doomsday. The most consistent thing about these streams, I know, right? They always go on for way too long. Even when I said I'm supposed to leave, if I could do that with the migraine, you can stream more. You're right. I'm sorry you're having a migraine right now. Migraines suck ass. I've had a few in my day, and in fact, I had one, I think, during the week. Terrible. Okay, all right, for reals. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys later. Okay, all right, we're gonna get going. Okay, for reals. Okay, we all good? All right, we're gonna leave. We're gonna stop the stream right now. Okay, here I go. I'm hovering over the stop streaming button right now. Here we go. I'm gonna click it. My left finger is on the left mouse button. I'm gonna click it right now. Okay, all right, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. I really do appreciate y'all. You are all great people, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, morning. Whatever it is in your neck of the woods, I hope it's a good one, and I'll see you later. Wolf397 out.